car's acting up. If I drive too fast or if I accelerate too fast, it kind of does this revving thing. I'm gonna take it into the shop, hopefully get it fixed. Just means I got a bike to work this morning. One time I forget to wear gloves.
You told me that.
Thanks for picking me up.
You're welcome, babe. Because there's no traction. You just fall, Casey. You'll just fall.
Bye, love you.
Bye.
Thanks for picking me up.
Welcome. Have a good day.
You too. And I completely forgot my work shoes. Like my car, my life isn't perfect. But I can honestly say God has worked with it pretty well. When I was in grade school, my atheist, Buddhist, feminist parents sent me to a private Catholic school. It was just the only good school in the area. Naturally, all my friends were baptized, and we had this bring your baptismal gown into school day. I didn't own a baptismal gown because my atheist, Buddhist, feminist parents never baptized me. So I was pretty upset. Which is odd, because I don't know if you've ever seen a baptismal gown, but it's not exactly something an elementary school boy would get upset over. But being upset wasn't really anything new. After my first day of kindergarten, came home crying because there were two girls in my class named Casey, and I was named Casey. And using science, I was able to determine that Casey was a girl's name while I am a boy. In a similar way, I came home crying that I wasn't baptized. My dad, who left the church shortly after he graduated high school, took my complaint to heart. Something he didn't do when I discovered he had given me a girl's name. So he read the entire catechism. It's just a pretty lengthy book on exactly what Catholics believe. He had my sister and I baptized and began taking us to Mass. But I didn't like Mass, nor did I like anything else that happened in church. It wasn't until my last years of high school, when I started a relationship with a girl who wasn't too fond of Catholicism, that really started to click in my mind. So from there, God brought me to Franciscan University of Steubenville, where in my senior year, the love of my life broke my heart. Also, a tree fell on my newly purchased car, which I had been working about 3 jobs for that entire summer to get. And my spine started to disintegrate due to a stage 4 blood cancer. Obviously, I survived. I'm doing fine now. I actually got a kind of cool award for my rugby days. Now this award here says nothing about how talented I am. It just says for your contributions to the rugby team. And my only contribution was that I gave my teammates something to pray about. Like I said, I'm doing fine, but that year definitely changed me. Somewhat for the better, somewhat for the worse. On the one hand, I knew that this world was not my home, my final home, or anyone else's final home. It's a very temporary existence. And on the other hand, I became pretty detached from everything and everyone. Something I still struggle with a little bit to this day. Now I'm working on my master's in theology at the Augustine Institute here in Colorado. I'm also working for the church as a kind of paralegal for divorced Catholics. And while I work with failed marriages all day, I'm also preparing to marry a much better person than I will ever be, Jackie, and who I can honestly say is the love of my life. I'm also deepening my vlogging hobby in hopes that God somehow uses it for his own mysterious intentions. So if you'd like to follow me on my journey, feel free to subscribe. I don't know what exactly it'll bring. I'm hoping and fairly confident that good things will come of it. I just don't know what yet. My name is Casey, which is in fact a boy's name, and I'll see you next time.
Did you wear those shoes all day?
Yeah.
That's not appropriate.
I know, I forgot.